All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Justice from DC Comics, issue number 3 with Alex Ross, Jim Krueger, and Doug Braithwaite. I always butcher that name. Cover by Alex Ross. Alex Ross is doing this whole thing. And this is basically the downfall, if you can say it, of the Justice League in this, particular comic. I'm not sure how it ends, but although I have the hardcover in the slipcase, but I read it a long time ago, probably to have, and then I don't know, something came up. So without further ado, let's dive in because Brainiac has Aquaman. Aquaman is trapped, and it seems that Brainiac wants to experiment on him, while the Martian Manhunter is using his telepathy to find Aquaman because he was missing. Even the Justice satellite of Justice. I'm not sure how you say it, but the equipment cannot find it. So he spoke to Batman a little bit earlier, and Batman suggested, "Hey, you should go to Atlantis and try to find Aquaman." And the reason that Batman suggested that Martian Manhunter should do that is because he cannot be burned there, because fire is his weakness. Although it's suggested that it's probably psychological weakness, that he thinks fire, is a weakness, but not entirely sure. There's some theories and storylines about that. Anyway, so he dives down into the ocean and he changes, because he's a shapeshifter, among other things, into a dolphin, right? So he goes down, and then he feels that is something terribly wrong. He noticed that Aquaman once was here in this black dome, and he also is, feeling or seeing blood. That's not good at all. Meanwhile, we have Gorilla Grodd here. He says, "Black Mantas lack imagination. He would be defeated by the Martian as easily as he was defeated by Aquaman. I will face the telepath, Brainiac. You have nothing to be concerned about." All right, maybe he's using this machinery to boost his, mental powers or whatever. And then somewhere else, and I don't really get this particular storyline, but probably it's going to be revealed because this is 12 issues. We have Toyman, who is being, a philanthropist, and he's, making people who cannot walk again, by giving them artificial limbs. I wonder if he's maybe, under control. Maybe by Brainiac? I'm not sure. But the news is reporting that reports of acts of miraculous and surprising philanthropy, desert wastelands now bloom with life. Those who never hoped to walk again are taking up jogging. And the only explanation for these miracles is rumor that these good deeds are being performed by known supervillains and hardened criminals. Yeah, you heard me right. The bad guys. Has Poison Ivy returned over a new leaf? Has the Riddler solved mystery of hunger? Is the room for a good Professor Zoom? Time will tell. This is Jack Ryder. Good day. So we see Metal Man. Is this Billy Batson, Shazam? Or the original Captain Marvel? Doom Patrol, I guess. You clearly can see that basically everything that Alex Ross is touching, projects is mostly Golden Age storylines, costumes, characters, right? And he is depicting them in that Golden Age era. Because, because this satellite, I know that I believe in the 70s or 80s, the Justice League has a floating satellite in the orbit, right? It later was, satellite based on the moon, and we have the Hall of Justice and all that stuff. But this was way back, but this is set in quote unquote modern times, I believe. We have a flat big TV, guessing. Oliver Queen, I guess, yeah. Lois Lane, Clark. And what's this? Not entirely sure. Is this maybe Carter Hall, because of research and digging in tombs? I'm just guessing. Martian Manhunter decides to go in because he's found, I don't know, the brainwaves or he's feeling Aquaman. And so, yeah, and he's this dry here. But he feels as if being watched. So he turns invisible, and then he sees a city without people. But that is all that is missing. And construction here seems to be an amalgam. It is human in certain stylistic ways, yet alien, cold, still distant from the values of human community and the common good, an artificial atmosphere. So, but then, Martian, I see you. He's being attacked, right? And it's none other than Gorilla Grodd. Ads. And then we go to, I don't know, some kind of what is it? Wonder Woman is going to make a speech here, and this woman called Priscilla Rich is one of the biggest supporters of the protection of animals in the world. And she's, I don't know, coming to see the lecture, I guess. And, well, this is not other than Cheetah, but I believe the original, since the second one has red hair and she's blonde hair. So I guess it's the original, right? I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, we go back to the lair of Brainiac, and Aquaman says, I'm going to get free Brainiac, and dismantling my Justice League homing device won't make a difference. We'll stop you. We always do. Yes, of course you are, Aquaman. That's precisely what I'm speaking about. What to do with humanity, with its hostility and predisposition toward violence? How I hate you all. You are little more than a virus, little more than bugs. Your existence is accidental. You are not born of design. That is why, even at your current evolutionary state, you are still rather pathetic. Your thoughts are still a direct byproduct of chaos. Yet deep inside, you yearn for more than this world can offer. You want design. You want to be a part of something. That's where I come in. The truth is that I am only bringing you the very thing you always wanted. Shut up, Brainiac. Now, come now, Aquaman. Have an open mind. So we see, what's her name again? Priscilla, right? Killing her own animals, I don't know, making deal with the supernatural, I guess. And then, rituals. Again, I'm a little bit unfamiliar. That's the whole thing, right? All these characters, I know them all. I know Cheetah, but although I have a lot of Wonder Woman comics here, I never really dived into the lore. But that is on me, of course, because if I want to know more about the character, I have to do some more digging, right? So everything I say could be speculation, but from what I remember, Cheetah has some kind of a supernatural thing going on that she's turning into. I don't know, the power of the cheetah, I guess. Meanwhile, Martian Manhunter realizes that he is falling into a trap. He says, and now the city is on fire, on the water. That's great. This is a lie. I'm in a city under the sea. I'm surrounded by water. Think, remember, reach out, become what is beyond. Feel the ocean, he says, because he wants to have, this calmness in his mind. He's panicking always when he sees fire. It really creates fear inside of him. But Gorilla Grodd says, you cannot fight me. You won't win. I know where you come from. I know what happened on Mars. Welcome home. And then we see a fantastic looking double page of, images flooding into John here, John Johns, how his, home world or Mars, his people is getting destroyed, engulfed in flames, dying by the heat. And he is the only survivor, right? That's fantastic. Looks freaking awesome. Meanwhile, in, I believe, Arkham Asylum, Riddler is standing there, and Joker wants to know what's going on. He says, give me a clue. You are, after all, you're so good at it. Shut up, Joker, he says. He doesn't want you. And then Luthor comes in, teleporting, right? And he says, Edward, we were tempted to leave you here. You almost gave it all away to Batman. You know who I was, Luthor. You know what I do and how I do it. And I accomplish everything you ask. I know, Edward. It's all right. It's no harm done. We all glowed in our own ways. That's a good one. We have to go now. It is almost time for the announcement. Goodbye, Joker. Nigma, you can do this to me. I can leave here wherever I want. You know that. I only stay here for as long as I think it's funny. And it's not funny anymore. So we see probably more Joker. Meanwhile, Diana is giving a speech here to all these women. Maybe this is a, women, I don't know, women's speech about, changing the world, because that is what Diana tried to do, right? Change the world for the better. That she's more like a missionary, if you, that's the word. And then we have Cheetah, in her, skin of her cheetahs. Pretty cool. Then we go back to Brainiac. He says, it's like Mother Nature played a dirty trick on humanity when she gave it desires for things beyond this world's ability to satisfy. I mean, to change this. And you, my friend, are an important part of my plan. Does this please you? No? Do your worst. And he's sending, his signal to somewhere. You think this is my worst? You have no idea who it is who just killed you. You're my hero, Aquaman. You really are. I like that he's just looking down at him and then his, dark, and then his, his pupils red. It's really ominous, it's, and he's getting without anesthesia. Oh my God. Also, I must really praise Alex Ross. I'm a big fan of his work, because his work it's all painterly, right? It's all painting mostly, and I like that how he creates flames, and it's you feel that it's licking on the side of this, wherever it is here in the city, right? And then we see, I believe this is the society, the secret society of evil villains. I could be wrong. We Solomon Grundy, Bizarro, Sinestro, and all that stuff. You can fight me. I'm stronger than you. Even if you get out of the city, you will never warn anyone. You'll never be seen again. Oh, man. Although it looks like he is on the water, right? In this dome. And he says, I'm still on fire. Burn. Yeah, like I said, the Justice League is getting it. They're really taking it out one by one. Meanwhile, in the satellite, we have Red Tornado here, and he's lost transmission and signal of John. First Aquaman, now Martian Manhunter. And then he gets a signal from the computer, and then southern South America. And something is teleporting in. Who's that? I don't know. So he looks at the screen, and it seems that the fish is migrating and doing some kind of a formation. Computer enhanced the pattern. I want to see what this is. Crosshairs. They're forming crosshairs to pinpoint Aquaman's location. You're a clever man, Arthur. I'm glad you're here. I found Aquaman. He's trapped in Argentina. So he thinks this is one of the Justice League members. And but then he turns around and he says, I didn't expect to be relieved for another 2 hours. And then this is happening. What's happening? Help me. I don't know what. You need to shut me down. He's ripping his own head off. Now, from what I, again, remember, my also limited knowledge about Red Tornado, I believe he's a man. He's possessing this robotic form, like a spirit or consciousness. But he also have the tornado powers in him that's now being released or escaping somehow. He lost them. And he's just ripping himself apart. Says, why won't you help me? I wonder who it is. And then we see the dark side of the moon. All right. It's really well done. It creates a really some kind of a atmosphere. An atmosphere of doom. I like that. So Grodd says, the satellites no longer holds any secrets. So basically he's telling that Superman is Clark Kent. Hal Jordan is Green Lantern, Oliver Queen and Dinah Lance, give them away the locations. So I think this is Deadshot, Solomon Grundy, Sinestro, Scarecrow, and don't know who this is. I'm not familiar with this. Captain Cold? I've seen this face before, I don't know. So yeah, Lufa comes in. Hello world, I think it's time we made a statement about the many ways we're trying to make life better for the common man. Is this Black Manta? Poison Ivy, of course. And then, yeah, well, that's basically it. And that leads us to the next issue. And then we have also these private computer files. So if you want to know what's going on and who these characters are, Martian Manhunter here, you can pause the video and look at it. And also, we have also Gorilla Grodd. Yeah, I'm really on board. I mean, I like it when, quote unquote, real danger is in comics instead of, oh, supervillains are sympathetic and all that stuff. I don't want it. I want evil guys to be evil, right? And what's happening with Martian Manhunter and Arthur here, damn, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And colors are nice too. I mean, I'm on board with this. Guys, let me know in the comments if you read Justice. Do you know this, comic? Do you want to know more? Leave a comment below. Give me your 2 cents, and I see you on the next one. Bye-bye.